Short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here comes Cohen. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Break it up. 180. 54 miles. Nice, sweetheart. He's checking. Crash. Hey, 18.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ted Ginn with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on third down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now Jones. There goes a deep ball in zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Giants 0.
Let's go, D.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 92 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he completes it to Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Jones now, throwing again. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jones now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the run, it's Barkley. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Then his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On second and a couple, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, come on up.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
In your face.
Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Alert.
54. Mike 54.
Move.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago.
Good job.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Cohen. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for the Giants.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check 13. Hey, alert 3. Check nickel.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. Lets this one rip toward and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Down, baby. Slam, slam, slam.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Kill, kill, kill.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get him, get him. Alert flare, alert flare.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Kick the edge.
Come, come. Red, come.
Check three.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pittsburgh.
Check 53. Watch the out, watch the out.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 91 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
Second touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And Ginn's got it. 25 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Taken at the 37. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This time, Trubisky will throw. Again has it complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jones now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught by Gibb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Check 15. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. They find some open field here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And Graham's got it. Complete.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Anthony Miller there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 31, Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just wait.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Again, it's Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.